hopefully this works. Yep, there we go. Everybody will have missed the first ship of the day. Sub Spyro, sub Dutch fella. Lustwandelen, Soulsy, hello. Early, yeah. There's a good reason why we're early. Talk about it in a minute. Dude, why are we tilted again? Screen, please. How is this not level? Jesus Christ. Alright, I think that's better. It looks level. Dude, look how rusty that one is. Look up close. There's all kinds of stuff on the deck as well. That's good. Then second modem. First time we spotted the Grande Buenos Aires. What's up, Toast? Going to Hamburg. I'm still setting up the second modem. Hail on the rush shaming. Indeed I am. Look how rusty that bucket is. That's horrible. She smells as well. Also that chimney sticks out so... It's like it's like a tower block on top of the block. Really all these shapes. How old is this one? 2004. Jesus. Alright. Second modem. Hotspot testing. No, don't you know? Jesus Christ. Hotspots. Toggle. Streambox. Scan Wi-Fi. It's actually simple why I'm so early. I looked at the forecasts for this week for the weather. I cried a little inside. It's hang on, still not level. Slowly getting there though. It's gonna be 30 plus all week with 37 degrees on Friday. I repeat that, 37. That is just ridiculous. So the afternoons will not be enjoyable to go outside. So we'll have to either stream very early this week every time or very late. That's the only two options I see, because yeah, it's already officially a heat wave, but 35, 37, that's just ridiculous. That's just, I don't vibe with that. It's the same in the UK, Toast? Jesus Christ. We're ruining the planet, guys. We're ruining the planet. These ships have probably something to do with it. Yeah, AC is not really a common thing in Belgium, so I also don't have AC in the house, so it's gonna be an absolute nightmare. But yeah, in terms of streaming, that means we either have to stream early like today, or we'll have to stream late in the evenings when the biggest heat of the day has gone past. Looks like a tanker. Nighttime. It's just pitch black here though, nighttime, so I'm not sure how well that would work. The zandolie, that's an interesting name. That's sand oil in Dutch. If I translate it, sand oil. Going to Ghent, already assumed that. Also see a Maersk on the horizon there, that's fun. ship light spotting. Another thing I just noticed as I arrived here, they have started the build-up. I actually wanted to check the build-up of the festival behind me. So at a certain point, we're gonna get yeeted out of here. We won't be able to be here for a whole week or ish. I'm gonna check when it is. I feel like they're very early this year. It's loading. Wow, their website is incredibly slow. Like, it doesn't load at all. Oh my god, horrible website. Where can I see when it is? Oh, here. There you have an Instagram. 3, 4, and 6th of July. Oh, that's really early, I guess. I think usually it's like half of July. Let's check the agenda. What are we? Oh, so it's not this weekend, but the weekend after. So I think next week we won't be able to come here. That's gonna suck. All right, sorry. I was looking up the festival. So we might see some trucks going by as well, dropping off stuff. Who did I miss? Cryogi, hello. Dutch fella, hello. I think I already said hello to you. Hey, Antwerp, hello. Thank you for 2 bits. It's not live yet. I'm working on an update for our website. It's gonna be fun. That's all I can say. But didn't have time to finish it last night. Oh my god, my voice is so raspy today. Okay, let's try this again. Also, I still have to mount the phone, so let's do that as well. That's not working. Let's do it like this then. Sorry. The little sailboat in the front as well. Too many Cuban cigars. Yeah, all my victory cigars. I do like the 2 new clamps. They're really nice. Combines very well on the tripod. There we go. Now the phone goes in. I'm not sure there will be much traffic, but yeah, we'll see what we can see today. It's also a lot windier than yesterday, actually, so it's not that warm. So I'm not gonna bust out the umbrella, but I do have to sunscreen myself. More sticky stuff on me. It's quite a big tanker actually coming in for Ghent. How long is she? 183 meters, yeah, it's significant. Hey, Paul. I think it's Beludas. It's gonna be VB. It's not a Multra ship. At least from what I can see from this distance. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the Red Chimney. It's the VB Ruby and VB Victory. There we go. So it's Beluda towage, not a Multra ship. I wonder if like one of them is cheaper than the other. There we go. Getting carried, getting assisted, I think is a better word. The ship is still going on its own power, and it will be the entire time. Let me get some sunscreen on my face as well. I think tomorrow's stream will be an evening stream, by the way. Already pretty sure of that. The dredge is still dredging on the right. Hey Wendy, good morning. I do like that there's nobody here except the people who are building the festival behind me. I'm the only like visitor. I'm not here for work. I guess she's partially loaded up the what's the name again of the ship? The sand oil, or zandolie in Dutch. It's a very Dutch name for a ship. Panama flag though. Will I cosplay for the ship festival? What? No? It's funny, where we are standing will be the backstage when this music festival happens. So we are standing at the backstage. Okay, well, let's see what the lineup is for this festival, because I have absolutely no clue. It's probably not going to be my type of music, but... La Fuente, never heard of them. Broederliefde, oh my goodness, what are all these people? There's a Bruno Mars tribute band, because they couldn't afford the actual Bruno Mars. Frans Bauer for the Dutchies. Oh god, that is an absolutely horrible lineup. There's a Fleetwood Mac tribute band. Why is it all tribute bands? Such a random accumulation of of bands. And Bob Marley tribute band. There's 80s aerobics. Oh yeah, not my type of music at all. So it's like Dutch music and then tribute bands. The real bands are dead. That's harsh. Kind of true. I don't know how I feel about tribute bands on festivals. It feels like cheating. Because we had a big metal festival in Belgium over the weekend, and they also had a few tribute bands lined up. I don't know how I feel about that. Wouldn't they better fill it up with like actual bands who make their own original music? It's probably like just it's all about the money. But yeah. We are downstairs, by the way, today. I wanted to change it up a bit. So less of a view on the locks, but we are closer to the ships right now. So we can do this. Oh wait, oh, there he is. There's a worker. He's hiding from us. Hiding from the tow line? Yeah, makes sense. What is up with the camera? Why is it all... I keep like correcting. Now we're level again. And then we spin. It's not level anymore now. Oh god, I really hate this tripod these days. For some reason I cannot get it level. Maybe if I tweak this a tiny bit, that will maybe work. And then you went to Westerschelde. I went once, 1 year. I went for the whole weekend. I went solo actually to a music festival. It was kind of nice, but I would not do it again. Meet a bingo card? You can, Susan, you can. It's funny how the sun is now on the other side. If I film in this direction, you have like the shadow effect and the silhouette effect more. When we do it in the evening, it's reversed. I like it. Also got a ship coming out of the canal. Hey Rich, good morning. You also have a stinker of a week? Yeah. On Friday we have 37 here on the forecast. It's ridiculous, the temperature. I don't like it. Because it means we will be streaming either early or late. Now it's not straight at all, is it? There we go. But in the afternoons I'll be hiding inside. The bridge of these ships is so cool with its 360-degree view and the glass. Really fun. I actually go all the way there? Oh, yeah, I barely can. Maybe we can a little bit, so it's fine. So we got that one coming our way. I think this is a maritime ship. But to the two smaller ships, they guide the ship. So they're tugboats, and the ship that we're looking at will have to maneuver inside these locks. And it just assists for maneuvering. So the ship is still going at its own engine and propulsion, but those ships can like tug a bit to the left, tug a bit to the right to help maneuver. Because yeah, maneuvering a massive ship like this is not easy. So that's why the tugboats are there. Also then once she's on the canal, they will guide her all the way to the docking spot in port. Sorry, still correcting, because I think it's still not level enough for my liking. There you go. So the ship that's coming out is the Arklo. It's an Arklo mill, Arklo ship. She's going to Rotterdam. 137 meters long. So I do see some container ships on the horizon. Actually, I see a crude oil tanker and a container ship. So we got that coming. Tugboat pilot, it's a captain on a tugboat. Could be a fun job. I mean, if you like working on the water, for sure. Yes, they pay for it. There's a whole ton of fees they have to pay. So there's also a pilot on board of the big ship. So that's a local that will guide the ship in. And that one has to be paid. There's probably money to go through the locks that has to be paid. The tugboats have to be paid. Once you're docked in port, there's port fees to have to be paid for. There's port facilities you probably have to pay for, because otherwise you cannot load or unload. So there's a lot of money involved in this industry, and everything costs money because everybody needs to be paid. Oh no, they do need a pilot, Paul. I missed your question. No, they really need a pilot. It's actually the pilot who is guiding the tugboats and telling them what to do. So a tugboat will never do anything at its own initiative. They will just have radio contact with the bridge of the big ship, and they will tell, oh, can you tug a bit more to the left, push, help us brake, stuff like that. So a tugboat is basically very submissive to the big ship. The ship owners don't get paid, or not a lot. That's true, Carva. That's true. As you can see, the ship has its cargo doors open still. It's probably washing them, or they have washed them and now they're venting a bit or drying out. But, these little pyramids that you see, those are the cargo doors that can actually open and close. She is completely empty, as you can see by how high she is on the water. She's making good speed. She's speeding up. How high that bulb is sticking out. That's crazy. Have I worked on ships? No. The love is simply, I love being by the river. I love the relaxing part of it. That's my main thing why I started doing this on stream as well. Apparently it translates a bit through the stream. Because I got burned out on streaming, and then I used to come here for a whole summer, and I was like, let's maybe try to do this on stream. And people liked it. So for me it's never a punishment to come here to the river. I always enjoy it. It's always nice and relaxing. The average depth, I think between 20, around 20-ish meters, probably 20, 22, 25. It differs in every spot. There's a continuous battle, of course, of keeping the river deep enough for these massive ships, because yeah, this is a smaller one compared to the 400 meter ships that we get here. We saw a 400 meter ship yesterday. Like, those are 16 meters deep, actually. Gonna check the level one more time. Oh, it's quite level now. That's nice. We got another one of these cement carrier ships coming out as well. So this thing is carrying cement powder in those silos. Dude, I can't believe I'm chilly with the wind. Should I put on my hoodie? That's nice though, to be chilly. I'm embracing the chilliness, because we won't have much of that this week. It's so flat. Yeah, so this is an inland ship, we call them. It's a river ship, so this doesn't go out at sea, because it's not built for it. And because they are on rivers, they have to be low, so they fit underneath bridges and stuff. And also they don't have to deal with big waves or anything, so they can be this low. We've seen lower than this. This is not even the lowest they go. Some of them really have the water flowing over the sides in the middle. We'll probably see one at some point today. And then I just noticed the dredge is really close there to the other pier. Look at that. Look how close she is. This is a dredge ship for the new people. This is basically a big vacuum cleaner. So it will suck up sand. Oh, no camera, please. It will, no camera, please. It will suck up sand from the bottom of the river and deposit it somewhere else. So yeah, as I said earlier, keep the river deep enough. That's their main task. Well, it's cool how close she is though. Should have been on that pier today. We've never streamed from that one though. I don't like it as it's very touristy and busy. I don't want to be the guy with the camera standing there. But that's actually what they call the official ship spotting spot. The little, oh god damn it. Yeah, the blurry thing in the background, the concrete structure. Dude, camera is not having it. Got a little sailboat coming as well. Got a nice variety today of let me tweak this one. There we go. Nice variety of ships. A little sailboat coming in now. It's another big event we got coming up in July is the sail event, or the great, what is it, the tall ships race. It's coming to Antwerp, so there will be a lot of like big trimester ships coming through the river, which I hope to catch. This is the Liberty. You put the rain on the bed. I don't think it will rain for the next week. Oh no, we might have some rain because of thunderstorms in the evening, so there's a chance, As I said, tomorrow we should be here in the evening, or maybe the other spot, we'll have to see. Although I do prefer to be by my car when it's this warm. Gives me some shade and shelter. That being said, we gotta hydrate. Here's my bottle of ice. Ice, baby. Oh, so nice. Oh, sorry. Sailboat gone. Yeah, we had them this weekend in London, but they were very intense actually. They were not just regular thunderstorms. There were like massive wind gusts going in front of it. There was hail in some areas, so it was pretty bad. Hopefully we get some like more regular thunderstorms this week. We'll have to see. Didn't look like there was going to be any thunderstorms, but one can dream. So we're talking about the tugboat earlier. Camera, please. There we go. So currently they are maneuvering the zandolie into the lock there. So this is where the pilot on the bridge will be like, oh, can you tug a bit to the left, a bit to the right, assist me. You see we got another ship coming. I got a few coming. I hope the crude oil tanker is gonna come towards Antwerp. I'm not sure. It's going very slow, the crude oil tanker. It's so cool how they can maneuver these massive ships into this like tiny hole. They don't have much space left on each side. I think it's maybe a few meters. That's about it. Soon we'll have something else that's fun to do while the stream is going. Soon. Spoilers. I assume we've just passed high tide and the water is retracting now, from the looks of it. See, now the tugboat is trying to tug a bit to the left from where we are looking. It's cool how you can, as you like go sideways a little bit. Tide is currently falling. There we go. It's usually when it's the busiest, just past high tide, but not today it seems. She's out in pivot. None coming in. Yeah, it's pretty quiet this morning. Let me check radar for a minute. See what is on moving and what is not. Yeah, that's really quiet. It's Monday morning on the river as well. Everything is slow. Be a short check-in today then for the stream. I do wonder where the oil tanker is going. It's going to be interesting. Then we'll have the Maersk ship. Yeah, there's literally nothing coming in. Is there something going on with the pilots again? Yeah, well. Hey, with the mostly lurking. I think it will be a short stream today. That's the thing with this warm weather though, like you have to pick your poison. Either I have to look at traffic and go in the afternoon when it's busiest, but then I'll be hating my life in the sun. Or we go early or late while there's maybe not a lot of traffic, but I'll at least be comfortable. Pick your poison. Camera, please. But I'll spend this afternoon maybe finishing up the new website that I'm working on for the stream. It's going to be more interactive than the previous one. Very good visibility as well today, actually, if you look towards Vlissingen. Pretty clear. It's also nice with the morning sun, the whole skyline is lit up nicely. In the evening it looks like more shadows are hitting it. Hey Dumpkin, here comes gambling. No, we're not gonna gamble. But what if we turn it into ship spotting TCG? Oh yeah, that is one update that I did add. The wind info is in the left bottom corner now. So it's a little, the direction and arrow and I think the speed of the wind. I hope it's correct. The wind should be coming, I think, from the east-ish. East or northeast, I think. What does it say on the overlay? Tell me. Northeast, okay, seems about right. Only 8, interesting. I guess it's 8 sustained and then there's a few gusts though. Do you have a dream ship spotting location anywhere in the world? This spot, honestly. I think this is such a good spot because we basically get the biggest container ships in the world here. The only thing we don't get a lot of is cruise ships and navy, like military vessels. But overall, I think this is one of the best spots in the world for ship spotting. You could go to Rotterdam, which is also a very cool spot to do it. And then I guess Hamburg is a lot of fun. The Kiel River there is also a lot of fun. The Panama or Suez Canal, I don't think it would be enjoyable to go there. It's not like very developed places. I don't think there's like nice spots along the canal to do ship spotting. Like the Suez Canal is just through the desert, so it would just be a nightmare. It would be warm, unenjoyable. Amuiden does have the largest in the world, I think, for locks, but there's not a lot of traffic there. So I'm also thinking about sustained traffic to like do ship spotting, and then this spot or Rotterdam is a really, really nice spot to be at because there's always at least some traffic on the river. Container ships just look bigger because, well, it depends actually. A container ship doesn't necessarily look bigger. If it's empty, it will look smaller than a cruise ship. If it's fully filled up, it will look much more impressive, but that's just because of the containers. I think pure ship-wise, I think cruise ships are really impressive because they're so tall with all the structure and facilities on top. I wish we had more cruise ships here, but that's unfortunately not gonna happen. Hey Vera, good morning from Germany. Morning. Jonathan, hello. Welcome, welcome. But yeah, I think this is one of the better spots in the world to do ship spotting, honestly. Look at the view we're having right now. Feldy, hello, welcome, welcome. I do want to level the camera out a tiny bit more, so bear with me, this will be a bit shaky. Whoop, yep, told you. Horizon, please. God, I really need a better tripod, it's so sticky. Why is this so sticky? I lubed it in. Maybe I should get some other type of lube. Okay, I think I'm happy now. We got an inland ship coming out here as well. And also I think the dredge. Oh, I think she dumped sand where she was, because she's high in the water again, the dredge. Things you say on stream. The Lavoro. I think this is an owner-operator ship. Yeah, they have like their name on the sides. That's usually a sign, and you can clearly see, like, you see the windows. They're like nicely with curtains, and they have like some plant pots there. They live on that ship. Really nice. That is an owner-operator. It does look like the crude oil tanker is gonna park on the other side, unfortunately. So it's basically my fluid head is like a little ball that sits in like a little cradle. I can loosen that up and then I can like try to level it, but it's like always sticky. That ball that sits in the cradle is like always sticky. So I already tried some kind of oils on it, but it's still sticky, and I don't know what maybe I need a specific type of oil that works with, because it's just like hard plastic. Lavoro means work in Italian. Today I learned. Lavoro. No, I didn't use WD-40. I just some oil that I had laying around. Silicone grease for lubricating. Silicone or bearing grease. Okay. Silicone grease. Can I look into that? Because like I always try to like level it, but then it's always like, and then because I want to do micro corrections to it, but because of it sticking, the micro corrections never work out because it just sticks. Then I have to put too much force to unstick it, and then of course the whole level is gone again. I can look into a white silicone grease. No, the thing does have a bubble level, but it's unreliable. Like, I perfectly level the bubble level, I rotate, and it's slanted again. Graphite, it's interesting. I hear a ship honk. I don't know where. I think it's somewhere on the canal. It's pretty far away. Let's look at the Mars coming straight at us. That's a cool shot. That's actually a very cool shot for this spot. It's probably because of the morning sun that she looks so cool. She looks so tall right now. I like it. Maybe with these warm days we should do 2 short streams, one in the morning and one in the evening. See, like right now I could try to level like this. It's also not ideal. I give up. I give up on leveling. This is the Maersk Lins, 300 meters long, 48 wide, capacity of 8,700 TEUs. And she came from Bremerhaven. There's different types of ships, Canugra. So the smaller ones, not this one, but the smaller ones will usually just stay in Europe, and they will transport stuff between smaller ports in Europe to the bigger ports in Europe, and then there they get loaded onto a bigger ship that goes the cross-continental. It's basically called a feeder ship. So they're feeding containers, for example, from a small port to a bigger port, and then they are transported onto the big ships. But of course, even the big ships, once they are in Europe, they will do all the major bigger ports before heading back to another continent. So a very popular port here is Felixstowe, Antwerp, Rotterdam and Hamburg. Also Le Havre in France has quite a bit of container traffic. So they'll stop in all these ports, and then they'll rotate back to Asia, and they'll do the same there, do a whole bunch of ports in China. Singapore is a popular one. Colombo in Sri Lanka is also a big one for Evergreen. So they'll do all kinds of ports there, and then they'll do the big trip back to Europe. So that's called the rotation of a ship. A lot of shipping companies, you are able to look up the ship's name and see its rotation, or at least its planned rotation. Let's look at the tanker first now as it comes by. Also very empty by the looks of it. Pretty high in the water. The Atlantic Twin. After the Maersk, I'll take a look at the crude oil tanker on the other side of the river. Unfortunately, I don't think she's gonna come here. She's probably getting there to fuel up. What if she has another twin? Oh, there's a big truck coming with stuff for the festival. See, that is why I didn't park upstairs. I knew that was going to happen. There's a car parked exactly where I am parked usually, and the truck is struggling to go around it to come down here. So. When we see the bulk carriers mostly up north where the mines are, yeah, that's probably one. It's interesting because we have a lot of bulk carriers here as well. There's a big steel factory up the river to Ghent, or the canal to Ghent. But I've never seen bulk carriers. But why is he honking? The guy went for a walk. I've never seen bulk carriers come from Australia here. It's next weekend, yeah, Susie, so it's gonna be busy here all week, I think. And next week, I assume we're not gonna be able to be here. You got a honk on your bingo card? The truck is now just waiting there. Ooh, it's a classic Maersk poop stain livery. Sorry, I'm getting some DMs. 9% of our exports go to Asia. Wow, cool. I guess it makes sense because yeah, it wouldn't make sense to ship it halfway around the world. I think I've seen Australia once as a destination for a ship that departed here, but it's rare. I think a lot of our bulk carriers come from Poland and Scandinavia. Can we count it as a rust bucket for the bingo? Ooh, let me be the judge of that once it gets closer. You guys are already getting into the bingo. Good job, Susie. People like it. I wonder where the guy is from with his Volvo. He's literally nowhere in sight. Truck is going to be here for hours. Oh, true. The Grimaldi was indeed a rust bucket. I do agree with that one. But if I look at that, I think we can all agree this is also a rust bucket Maersk ship. So you can check it off. Look at that. Classic Maersk livery. Why are they so bad at maintaining their ships? It's crazy. I wonder if it has to do with like the blue paint they use. If it's like more susceptible to rust. Yeah, Maersk is one of the bigger ones in the world. It's not the biggest, but one of the bigger ones, for sure. Also, hey AGB, hey Giant Ray. Maybe the blue paint and fez, yeah, but there's like white ships who, like the Transvenica ships or the Finline ships, will have a lot of white. It's like something specific to these Maersk ships, I feel like. Truck is gonna try. He's gonna try to go through the grass. No. That's not gonna work, my dude. The guy from the Volvo is not even here anywhere. Even the containers look a bit weathered. Well, the Maersk container does. It's interesting now, because the light blue one on the top there, that's the new livery. Last year they introduced new livery, so the gray ones are slowly phased out, and the blue is the new default color for their own containers. God damn, look how rusty that is. Let's do a little sail by. Truck is going through the grass. He's doing it. Easy. No, there's no parking signs. So I assume if you're not aware, like I already knew I shouldn't park up there because I knew there were going to be trucks today. Okay, he did it. He went through the grass and he's on the road now. Still a decent sized ship. If you look at the little walkway and the ladder there, so that is how the pilot got on. They're still cleaning it up by the looks of it. So look at that person. That person's perfect. That's a person for scale. Look at it. Keep your eyes on it. Keep your eyes on him. Keep your eyes on him. Boom. That's how big they are. Look at the bulge going through the water there. Got another telehandler arriving. Oh yeah, let's do a rust rating on her real quick. So 1 out of 10 or 0 out of 10, there's no rust. 10 out of 10, this thing should not be floating. There's so much rust on it. What do you guys think? What is the rust rating for this Maersk? Get your votes in now. Just type it in chat. It's really bad, actually. It's one of the worst I've seen so far for Maersk. 6.666666666, 8, 5.5, 7. Shirley said 6. Dumpkin says 5. Maybe a 6. Dude, I'll give this a 7. Honestly. 6.9, 8, 7.385. Of course, as you all know, this is not a democracy. This is a dictatorship. I have the final say. I'm gonna give this a solid 7. I was even contemplating 7.5 because even the superstructure, look at it. Even the superstructure is rusty as hell. Just look at it. It's rust everywhere. There's a bee on me. It's trying to fly into my mouth. What the hell? Must be smelling like food or something. Okay, it's gone. 6, 7. Yeah, it's a 7. And they can be happy with the 7. Could have been a 7.5. Yeah, it must smell like nectar. I ate some carrots this morning. Maybe that's what they're smelling. And I drank coffee. Talking about coffee, wait, did I finish my coffee? Wait, where's my coffee? Oh, did I finish it? Let's see. No, I didn't. Well, now it's gonna be warm coffee. Oh, damn it. There we go. There we go, back to the water. So now almost no traffic actually on the river. It's really sad actually. The waves that you hear now is the wake of the Maersk crashing into the shoreline. Meanwhile, the dredge is still dredging. You can see the arms on the left there. She's about to get hit by the wave of the Maersk. Oh, that's cool. You can see the wave going towards her now. That's fun. I wonder where Melina is these days. Exclamation mark. Melina. Oh, wow. Melina. Let's see where she is. It doesn't load for me. Where the hell is she? What port is this? Oh, she's in Antwerp. Do I see that correctly? Yeah, I think she is. Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Today we start building our festival.
Okay.
So here is the podium.
Okay.
The big tent over there. So
they move now or?
No, in the past of the day.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I won't be here for long. So.
3 o'clock we how you call it in English? We start measuring for the where everything has to say.
Okay. I'll be gone by then.
And then it's 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Building up festival and breaking down.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
Okay. I saw you on YouTube yesterday.
Oh, okay. So we got some inland ships going towards us. For weeks. Wow, I think last year I was here the week before. I think you can still park. Well, we'll see when they put up the fences. It's a bit sad that they can claim it for 3 weeks though, this whole spot. It's a bit unfortunate. The Maersk has some like haze coming out of her. Let's see if we catch it on camera. Not really. Can we not walk around? was funny how he was talking to me in English. Because I was trying to speak Dutch and he kept going in English. So I was like, okay, I'll switch to English because he's Dutch. I'm like, okay. Maybe he wanted you guys to hear as well. You cannot come here. This is their spot for 3 weeks. Probably thought I'm a tourist. I have a Belgian license plate on my car. What the heck? Do you know she's a viewer? No, I was a bit too like flabbergasted that he said I couldn't be here for 3 weeks. Like last year, indeed, I couldn't come here for like the whole weekend and a few days before, a few days after. But not like 3 full weeks. Like, bruh. We'll see. I'll still try to come here. I'll probably stand on the other edge of the parking spot because that's where I could stand last time until the few days before. That being said, there's really not much traffic. I've been looking at radar here. It's really sad. Yeah, I think it was so you guys could hear it as well. So you also don't know that you know now you all know that you cannot come here for 3 weeks. No, Tomorrowland is actually the build-up is actually it's 2 months basically. There's a month build-up. There's the 2 weekends and a month breakdown for Tomorrowland. They've already been building since May. So that is a crude oil tanker we're looking at, by the way, that just came in. I was hoping I was gonna go maybe to Antwerp, but guess it makes sense. Doesn't have any business there. We also have an all orange ship on the left there. 3 weeks at Walsorden? I don't know, man. I'm not gonna drive there every day for 3 weeks. It's not happening. I'm gonna come here and see if I can still stand. So, for those of you who don't know the spot, right? Let's show you guys the spot. So this is the spot. The entranceway is up there. This whole area was last time used for backstage, but they only set that up like a few days before. So I wonder if I can still stand there. Of course, where I'm standing right now, this is the grass spot. Yeah, of course, my car is in front. This whole area is gonna be, this whole area is gonna be a festival thing. So they're gonna build a podium where I'm standing and another podium and so on. I don't know, I find it a bit sad that they could claim this whole, like even this parking spot where they're not gonna build anything except the backstage with trailers. That's at least how they did it last year. I would find it a bit sad that they blocked this off as well for 3 weeks. Yeah, it's public land, but if they have a permit to block it off, then they have a permit. I think it's a little bit weird to have it for 3 weeks blocked off from public, but hey, who am I? Critical infrastructure. A festival stage. Mm-hmm. A lot of people, locals seem to find my stream though these days, especially on YouTube. It's interesting. Guess I've hit the local population on YouTube. Oh, the oil refinery. Yeah, no, that's a big chemical plant. It's not an oil refinery. Hey Ramon, good morning. think it's going to be pretty obvious that I'm not working for the festival, Paul. Standing here with a camera and a tripod, looking at ships. So got a government vessel coming towards us now. It's mostly small traffic, I'm afraid, for the next hour, but it is what it is. A lot of people are surprised, Freya. I was streaming for 7 years though, so. Is it 7 years? Yeah, it's been 7 years last May. So it's just 7 years, over 7 years now I've been streaming. Time flies. Yeah, I think those were one of my first viewers and followers. So 7 years, 1 month, 23 days, and 18 hours. Were you there the first stream that I did? Ever? I can't believe how quiet it is for a Monday. Shouldn't we like all start working in the ports? Empty ships, fill ships. I'm not really into train spotting. I'm sorry, Kanungra. I do like plane spotting though. But trains really don't tickle me. I think what I like the most about the ship spotting is the fact that we're by the water. It's very relaxing. I like that. Oh, someone is at the doorbell, but it's the missus. Look at their tinted out windows so you can't see them. You know why their windows are tinted? Because they're naked inside. They like to be nude. You wish. Also, don't worry for the stream, guys. There's plenty of other spots along the river where we can be at. The only downside is this is the only one I can get to with my car and stand next to the car, which is super convenient because I have to drag all the stuff out. No, they're not police. They look like police, but they're basically a government agency that controls the rivers and everything around it. It's called Rijkswaterstaat in the Netherlands. It's even on their bow there. So it's not law enforcement, but it is some enforcement. Like, if you do something stupid on the river, they will come towards you and yell at you for doing something stupid. So I guess it's not police, but You can actually do nude ship spotting if you would like to, Canungra. All the way at the entrance of the river, there's a nudist beach, which the ships also go by, so you can stand there naked and look at ships if that's your thing. Oh, they are allowed to patrol and give fines out. Okay, so it is. Well, it's kind of like a hybrid police then, I guess. It's not officially the police, but it's the executive agency of Ministry of Infrastructure responsible for design, construction, management, and maintenance of its country main infrastructure facilities. There we go. That's a big. They're all boas, so they guess the. Okay, so they can't fine you. Okay. Which platform? My OnlyFans, TT. No, I'm not streaming from the nude beach. Goodness. A nice load of inland ships coming in now. So we're on Hansweert. The problem for me, it's a long way to that side of the river, Klaas, because I live on this side, so it's a long way around to get there. The second thing is, if you're at the other side of the river, you're looking towards the sun, and it's not really nice for filming or photos either. So actually, this side of the river is much better for streaming. But I can either go to this spot anyways and ignore them until they really kick me out. There's also other options. I can stand on that pier over there, that pillar. Basically, I can stand over there. That's another pier. If I really wanted to, I could stand over there. That's the official ship spotter spot, but there's a lot of people around then, so we have to talk to a lot of people probably. We can go to Walsorden, which is further up the river, but does have a lot less traffic. Moin, EG, missed you coming in. And then also, usually they put fences up once the backstage area is done by where those pillars are, so everything beyond those pillars is still reachable and accessible. So I could, in theory, also stand on that pier. We've streamed there before. It's not ideal, but it also works. So plenty of spots. The only downside is I cannot be by my car in any of these. I still can't believe he said it's going to be close for 3 weeks. Come on. We have a parade of the inland ships now. Santa Contra Mulder for that tuck streaming. For that, we need more YouTube subscribers, Susie. Good that you reminded me of it. If you like the whole ship spotting thing and chilling by the water, we are trying to grow the YouTube channel, so hopefully we can do more fun stuff in the future. Maybe join a tugboat and stream from that one. So if you're new, don't forget to subscribe on YouTube, drop a like, and also you can follow if you're watching on Twitch. Helps the channel grow. Would I ever want to own my own vessel? No. The two happiest days in the life of a boat owner are the day they buy it and the day they sell it. Everything in between is just a nightmare. So I would not want to own a ship at all. Moin, Ulrich. Is it narrow? Yeah, the small one is out of use, Ray. It has been for the past 2 weeks now. It's even week 3 now. They're doing a lot of maintenance on the bridges and I think also on the lock doors. So all the small traffic goes through here, which is really nice because we get to see all these ships up close. So I really like that. Hey, Fly with Vietnam. Welcome. If you're lucky, you're able to sell your boat instead of paying for it to be recovered and disposed of. And the Romanian flag was probably the Belgian flag. We're all drifting in. There's a thing called a maritime flag, TT. That's usually when they add like a little emblem to signify that is the maritime flag of that nation, and then it has like a little symbol in it. So that's probably what you saw. Look at all these inland ships, so many of them. How many are in the lock? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 7 ships will go in that lock. Maybe even 8. Should have asked the festival guy if they needed somebody to live stream their festival. And then secretly, instead of filming the podium, we just filmed the ship still. That would be funny. It's a lion and a crown. There we go. What am I hearing? It's like I hear a jet ski. I don't see anything though. Very, very chill indeed. It's a quiet morning on the river, actually. I don't think I've ever seen the river this end. Like if I look towards the coast, there's not a single ship. There's options, Samuel. There's options. The thing is, for me, this spot is the best spot because I can stand by my car, which is a lot more convenient with all the gear that I have for live streaming. But there's other spots where you can get without a car, just walk. So there's options. I'm just surprised that it was 3 weeks. Last year I was able to stand here until a few days before the festival, and then I think the Friday after I was already able to come here as well. Especially on the parking spot. Not in the grass here. The grass area was blocked off for 3 weeks. I'm sure about that one. We have a small tanker coming now from Antwerp, I think. Yep. But after that, again, there's the big void. So a quiet day today. Let's take a look at all the ships going into the lock. Let's pan further down. There they go. Oh, TT, it's gonna be blazingly warm here this week. On Friday, they're talking up to 37 degrees. It's the reason why I'm streaming so early today, actually. This week, it will either be early streams or late in the evening, because I have no intention to stream here when it's 30 plus degrees out, because that's just going to be miserable. Here we have 28 there. Wow. The thing by the river here is that there's a nice little wind coming from the northeast. So it's coming from over the water, which is very nice. Early streams, I work in the evenings. I think I'll balance it out, Akondos, because I feel like the early streams there's less viewers, because everybody who's in the US is sleeping. I think I'll balance it. There will be earlies and there will be late streams. We already had 37 yesterday, my goodness. We had 33 on Friday, which was already miserable, so I can only imagine 37 next Friday. Me and the missus have actually planned to go to a shopping mall on Friday so we can be in the AC all day. But even like Wednesday, they say 35 now again for Wednesday. That's just miserable. Imagine if you're just sitting in the server room working on your laptop toast. You don't even need to be there. You're just there for the cooling. Look how many ships go in there. My goodness. Let's check on the radar if there's how many there's actually in there now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, potentially 8, 9. We'll see if all 9 go in, but there's 9 ships potentially gonna go into that lock. That's crazy. Yeah, they're all going into the new one, the big one. What is the lock for? So the river we've been looking at all day is a tidal river. So the water goes up and down, there's low tide, high tide. Everything beyond that lock is a canal. It's one level of water. It doesn't go up, doesn't go down. So that's why they have the lock. They go through it and then they raise or they lower to the level of the canal and then they're on there. So that's what the locks are for. So many windmills. There's more. There's more if I look on the other side of the river actually, but if I pan out, there we go. More windmills or wind turbines. Some of them up on the River Rhine. Yeah, of course. That's a cool thing about these river ships, right? They can go all the way to Switzerland if they have to. I'm moving to Finland, Akondas. Do you have a room for me? The highest it'll go here is 26. It's really bad, the heat wave here. It's really, really bad. It's so early in the year as well. It's not even July yet. Like usually we get this like once in July or August, but in June, it's crazy. But hey, global warming is a hoax, right? Staring at one ship in the distance and I think it's anchored there. We'll check it out in a minute. I know, Akondos, I know. How fun would that be? Although I guess there's a lot less traffic to look at for regular ship spotting. You can go, yeah, if you go on the Danube, you can go all the way to the Black Sea as well. True. Cool. They're building a new canal now in the north of France as well to connect Belgium to, was it to Le Havre? I think it was towards Le Havre. Hey, Cactus Jack. Wait, isn't it winter for you now, Sulzy? You still have 90 degrees in winter? My goodness. That's not winter, that's summer. That used to be summer here. Oh my goodness. That sounds horrible, Hert. I'm just gonna call you Hert from now on. I don't want to say hey and Hert every time. Winter, kinda. Did I go to the Arctic Circle? There's no ships there. Hey Lane, welcome back. Good to see you again. The Hurtigruten, one ship. Welcome to a very calm morning on the river, actually. It's really, really calm this morning. Let's do a little overview for you guys. So, in the distance, on the horizon, is where the ships usually come in. As you can see, there's nothing there. That's the city of Vlissingen in the distance, also nothing there. We do have one ship leaving, which we saw in the beginning of the stream. Where is she? Is that her? Oh wait, no. Oh no, she's already gone actually, the ship we saw. Never mind. Nothing, 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 nothing. One ship that is approaching. One small, zoom in. I think this is a Vedder ship. It's a tanker. If we pan further down, we got the port of Vlissingen over there, which there's a few ships on anchor. You see the all orange one behind a crude oil tanker in the front here. If we pan a bit further, there's another tanker anchored. Like, might have been actually docked to a pier. I know there's a pier there. If we pan a bit further, another small ship, some more small ships. That's a dredge that's parked over there or anchored there. If we go further down, a lot of industry, but nothing really there. More inland ships on the other side of the river. There's also a small coaster. Oh, I think it's actually a dredge by the looks of it. Active over there. So if you then pan out, just pan along the river. Nothing much in terms of traffic. We got this one inland ship coming by. And then if you look all the way to the other side, there is one ship up on approach there. Where is that one actually? Oh, that's actually leaving, I think. Yeah, no, never mind. That one is going to Antwerp. We got the Maersk behind her. Also going to Antwerp. So, and then, yeah, the big nothingness. And then, let's see. The one tanker that was close, we keep panning. We keep panning. That's the dredge who's working there. There she is. That's one more tanker. We'll wait for her. We'll check her out. Camera, please. No, not on the pillar. There we go. Let me restart my app here for a minute. Stop. Done. All right, I'm back. Wait. Did the missed messages loading break? Or is it not enabled? Settings, chat, appearance. Chat behavior? Yeah. Oh, the load lost messages is not working. Interesting. Okay. No, not the pillar. After these two little tankers that we're seeing approaching, I might wrap things up for today. As there's not much else and it's getting warmer already. Because it's very metal. No, it's to prevent birds sitting on it. And pooping on it, I guess. If only there was some water to cool off. Nope, don't see any. I do wish they would remove that one light pole. It's always in the way when we're streaming from this spot. It's always trying to grab the attention of the camera as well. The Rhine is already drying up, so the ships can't fully load anymore. That's crazy. I also heard about river cruises that are unable to complete their itinerary because they cannot go on the Rhine River. I did pull. I was there. I did. I gave it to my kiddo. Well, I tried to sell it on eBay first. You know what eBay did? They banned me instantly after placing my listing. So I was like, fuck this. Here you go. Yep, correct, Hert. Oh, did she also try it and get banned? She was with me when I placed it on eBay and when I got banned. So she also had it. So at TwitchCon this year, there was a lot of like a big Minecraft part of the convention. You could almost call it Minecon. So basically what you could do there is do some Minecraft events, and you got a little code for an in-game item, surely, which is like a little cape. And the cape was going on eBay for like 400, 500 euros. So everybody was like, I even met a scalper at TwitchCon. The guy was like, oh, my friend is in China, he cannot get the code, can I get your code for the cape? So he was basically trying to scalp so he could sell the codes. It was absolutely crazy, the mania to grab those capes. So then I was like, I'll try to sell it, and I got banned instantly from eBay, and apparently Sarah as well. So very useful, the cape. You cannot sell them unless you sell it directly. And after the booth, we got also offering 100. Jesus Christ, crazy. Nah, I was like, I don't want to be bothered by this code anymore, so I gave it to my kiddo. He was very happy with it. Also, the code has to be redeemed by June 30th, so you got 8 more days, and then the code expires, so. Really? I'm just sad you could only get one per ticket for TwitchCon, and the missus was there as well on Saturday, but we didn't do it on Saturday because it was too busy. And she went home on Saturday evening, so she took a wristband, so I could only grab one coat. Otherwise, I would have had two. It was really weird, the whole Minecraft thing. All right, so this is the Sten Frigg going to Belfast in the UK. 144 meters long. And she does appear to be filled up with some kind of oil or chemical products. She tried to list it live on her stream, and then she got banned as well. And so I should send her a message about it. Yeah, she's very loaded. She looks fresh though, no rust spots on that one. Is this type of ship always red? There are a lot of chemical / oil products tankers that are orange red. That is true. That's maybe, I'm not sure if that's on purpose or if it's just something that grew historically, but yeah, it is a thing. But they do come in other colors as well. I think it has something to do with the type of paint, and it's probably cheaper, the orange paint, or maybe better like saltwater resistant, stuff like that. TT, please. Oh, wrong way. Oh, I can see people on the bridge there. It's funny. Also nothing coming from Ghent. Why is it so quiet this morning on the river? That's crazy. There's even no birds, I just realized. We can't even do bird spotting instead. Hey Kirby, good morning. Well, it's almost noon, it's 11:17 now. All right, let's do one more ship after this and then I'll wrap it up for this morning. If you're just joining and you're wondering, is it always this quiet? No, sometimes we have like very exciting days, lots of traffic, big ships, 400 meter ships like yesterday. But there's a heat wave currently going on here, so I either want to stream early in the morning or late in the evenings because otherwise it's not enjoyable to be here. So for the next few streams, we'll have to hope that there's good traffic the moment I decide to come to the river, as the afternoons is not an option. Like how the waves are now hitting this is the wake of the tanker that we just saw hitting the pier here. Look at that, look at that water displacement. Oh, it's cool. Everyone is on summer holidays. Shipping doesn't stop though. Alright. So we got one more tiny boy coming. Loving the sounds, yeah, it's really nice. I should set up the second mic actually on days like these. I have a second microphone to have like ambient noise and then mix it together. It's really nice. That being said, if you're new to the stream and you like hanging out by the river, don't forget to drop a follow if you're watching on Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube, it's subscribing that you can do. You'll see when I'm live next. You can also smash the like button on this video, and that will help other people find the streams and the videos. And hopefully we can grow the channel more, so we can do more fun stuff. Here we go. Hourly Salah moment number 2 done. It doesn't necessarily have something to do with the time of day, Hert. It's more the pilot schedules, the schedule in the ports. Is there room for ships? Because there's always ships waiting to come in. But of course you need to have room in the port for them to dock. But I've seen busy mornings, I've seen busy evenings, I've seen very busy nights as well. It could be any time of day that it gets busy on the water. But usually I schedule my streams around the schedules of the pilots, so I know that there will be decent traffic. Except with this heat wave, I'm not bothering looking into the afternoon, because I think in the afternoon it's going to be a lot busier. But I didn't fancy standing here in 30 plus degrees. So we'll have to deal with less traffic, but at least more enjoyable temperatures. Because I have to say, despite being not much traffic, I do enjoy chilling here in the morning. It's really nice. Got a little private craft ship thingy. Can I see the name of it from here? Let's see if we can read that. The Oostenwind, which translates to Easter wind. A little camper that could sit in the AC. Yeah, sure. Let me quickly buy a camper van. I would actually love to buy a camper van. It's one of my bucket list things, but they're so expensive. Oh, he's outside the shipping lane. But for him it doesn't matter, of course. Well, you can still park in on like a lot of places overnight for one night, Duncan. At least that's my experience with like looking into it. But from Joel, I would love to. Although he said that his is also a bit broken. There was electricity stuff again. No, I have no boat. I have no intention to buy one either. It's too much maintenance, too much cost. But next year, next summer, I do plan a 2-week trip with the fam with a camper van. We're gonna rent one for 2 weeks, and then we'll either head north to Scandinavia, which is option A, but that will depend on a certain ferry line being in service or not by then. The second option is going towards Austria and Switzerland. So we're gonna try the camper van life for 2 months. I've never done it before. Both me and the missus really are interested in it. So we'll try it out. All right. Dude, it almost looks like that ship is on the sandbank. It's really close to the edge. Yeah, I know it's expensive. I know. But that's why we do the camper van, right? So we can try to keep it as cheap as possible. But it will not be like a big drive to Switzerland. We'll probably just stop along the way a few times, do it in a few days' time. There's a few museums in Germany that I would like to visit on the way there as well, if we do that route. There's a museum which has a Concorde and the Russian equivalent of the Concorde. I forgot its name. And there's also a museum there which has a Buran, which is like the Russian space shuttle. So I would like to do those two museums. Maybe we can stop at Europa Park on the way there. Yeah, I like it. Yes, Speyer Museum and Sinsheim. I forgot the name, but I would like to visit those two. Wow, look at how it's pushing up the water in front of the bow. It's like a little fountain. They're both nice visits. Yeah, they look really cool from the pictures that I've seen. Steve Tigolis. Oh my god, I saw him poop. I saw a seagull fly. He pooped while he was flying. You mother. You asshole. He's dropping poop bombs. And then in Switzerland, I would Rheinfall. Yeah, I've been there as a kid. The Rheinfall. In Switzerland, the biggest thing I would like to visit is the Grindelwald area. It looks so stunning and beautiful. I do wonder how it will be with 2 kids and a wife living in a van for 2 weeks. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be a good test to see if we like the lifestyle. It's expensive. I'm looking to planning a short hiking / train trip. Yeah, I know it's super expensive. But that's where the van comes in, right? No, a camper van. So we want to keep it small and compact so we can easily still get close to cities or even in cities with the van. So not like a proper RV, like a small camper van, very compact. I mean, it's basically just for sleeping, right, the van. There's some facilities in there. Because the idea is that for us it's a trial. If we really like it, we're gonna probably try to save up money to buy one in the future. Might get cramped. I know. So this is the Coral Patula, an LPG tanker, built in 2009. Build one on stream. Oof, no. pass on that one. I do like DIY stuff, but building a camper van, the problem is actually in Belgium there's like a shit ton of rules and regulations for doing it. Because then if you do it from like an old cargo van and convert it fully, you need to have like all kinds of inspections and regulations and all kind of that bullshit that I don't want to deal with. She's quite fresh. Indeed, it's quite clean. Hey. I built a massive planter bin box thing in my garden. What are you talking about? It's actually finished. There's bamboo inside of it now. Inside of it, planted in it. All right, this will be our second to last ship of the day. There's another small one coming, another coaster. We'll try to see every ship we can. So there's one more. You get one bonus ship. And we also got some inland traffic coming out. I was right, it's one of the Anthony Vedder ships, the Anthony Vedder company. What are you talking about, Johnny? Why would this be in the Olympics? I do actually practice an Olympic sport now since I started bouldering. Since the last two Olympics, bouldering is an Olympic discipline. So in theory, I could try to make it to the Olympics. I think I'm a bit too old though for it, but. Sponsor. What are those in the front? Is that like... Oh, she has an e-sail. It's folded downwards though, but you see that like white and orange pillar? Let's do the super zoom. That's an actual e-sail. So they can put that upright when they're out. Are there two of them? I think there might be two of them actually. One on the left, one on the right. They can put these upright and then it helps them with efficiency. That's cool. Yeah, there's two of them. They call it an e-sail. If you're wondering how it works, it basically uses the same principle of an airplane wing to help with fuel efficiency. It will use the wind, it will rotate them exactly into the wind so they gain basically lift like you have on an airplane. But then it's of course a sideways lift, so it helps them propel them forward and save on fuel costs. I think 2 years ago we saw a ship like this, a similar ship being retrofitted with them in Antwerp, and then we called it its maiden voyage out with the new e-sails on it. So she has the Belgian flag, and then she also has the pilot on board flag, and I think there's a red flag next to it as well. There's a red flag indicating that she's carrying a dangerous load. And then in the back, of course, you have the Dutch flag, because it's a Dutch ship. Wait, what happened? Why did I have an alert? Rob, why do you read me? I'm about to wrap things up. Also, why are you not working? Are you not working again? Are you gonna sit in your lazy ass again? Oh my god. Can't believe this shit. Thank you for the raid, dude. Oh, his digger is having problems again. That sucks. Well, I hope they can sort it out. Well, welcome raiders. Welcome to the south of the Netherlands. You're probably somewhere in Amsterdam. Now you're all the way at the southern edge. We're ship spotting. That's what we do here. Is it a slow day in the road? Yeah. It's a very, very, very slow day, Freya. Another hour then. The problem is that traffic is so thin that we're running out of stuff to look at, actually. I'd love to stay another hour, but... Fuel savings around 5%, up to more than 10% fuel savings. That's cool. So we just saw this ship come in, if you remember what we're talking about, which has e-sails on it. They're folded down now, but they can go upright once they're out at sea. So you see like these orange-white pylons. So that's basically e-sails, they call them, and they help with fuel efficiency on these massive ships. Apparently 5 to 10% savings. All right, then we got another coaster coming by. The Scandinavia. It's also a tanker by the looks of it. From Winkelhampen is our regular photographer. There's so many pictures from him in Discord. I like it. Makes it easier for me to make a thumbnail after the stream. I usually just take one of your snapshots. Do you have her on the overlay already, or did I miss that? I'm curious where she's going. Let me check on radar. It's fine. Whoops. There we go. Let's see. Why is the map not loading? You silly app. Let's try again. There we go. Wait, she's not on radar? Oh, that's weird. Oh, there she is, Scandinavia. She's going to Hamburg in Germany. On radar she shows as a stationary, like she was anchored or something. Sorry, I was looking at a radar. Forget to film. Retracts Russian Shadow Fleet joke. Guys, the Shadow Fleet is on radar. Although they do turn off their responders every once in a while. But the main thing with the Shadow Fleet is that they use false flags to sail around the world. So there, for example, say that the ship is registered to like a very weird nation like Mauritius. Not that Mauritius is weird, but just they register to Mauritius while it's not registered there. That's a Shadow Fleet tanker. Oh, what is that one? What are you? The Pierre Petit. It's a Belgian ship. Looks like some kind of like support vessel. Vessel. Oh, look at him go. It's wobbly. It's a survey, okay. Type is other survey. It's a very bumpy ride. Really neat. Yeah, they're definitely going fast. I don't know what their speed is now. Let's check on radar. Because the overlay is not an actual speed. 13 knots. It looks faster than it is actually. Hey Greg, good. It's almost noon. I'll say good afternoon. 20 more minutes. Alright, I do see that the dredge has fully filled up, so I'm not sure where she's going to empty, but maybe we can follow her around a little bit. Camera, please. No, yeah, there you go. No, camera, please don't focus on the pillar. We don't want to see the light. There we go, it's better. In case you're wondering, this is a dredge ship. Always compared to a big vacuum cleaner for the river. They suck up sand and then they deposit it somewhere else. She's currently done a lot of dredging, I think, over the last hour. And as you can see, she is very deep in the water. So she's gonna go to some spot here, I'm not sure where. And then she's gonna empty out all of it at once, and then you'll see her rise out of the water like a swan. So I'll try to stay on her as we don't have much traffic today. Could be interesting to see. Hey Deck, from my new favorite channel. Thank you. Usually it's busier. Usually we get like very big ships, but today is a bit quiet. Ever seen an icebreaker? Like an icebreaker, no. But we do get certain ships on the river that are ice classified, so they can break through 10 layers of ice by themselves. So you do get that. We saw one yesterday actually. The Transfenica ship we saw yesterday is an ice type rated, so it can break through ice. Marine ships, barely till never. We've never caught one on stream so far. The thing is, they just have no business going up the river towards Antwerp, so they usually stay on the coastline. There is a shipbuilding facility at Vlissingen, so the big city in the distance. It does have a shipbuilding facility for marine ships as well. Yeah, she's very low. She's aspiring to be an inland ship. But yeah, let's just keep watching her. I'm not sure where she's gonna go to dump sand, and it might be that she goes all the way past us and then we won't see it, but we'll see. A lot of camper vans are arriving. They're all gonna be so sad when they get kicked out by the festival. It's gonna unload now? I don't know. We'll see. She's not slowing down yet. Before she unloads, she slows down. So I think she might actually go further down the river. But she's deep. It's really cool to see how she's like almost dive bombing. We got another lowrider behind her as well. It's like a proper lowrider ship there. I'll zoom in on her when she's closer, the lowrider. Such machinery. Yeah, this is all the sand suction, conveyor belts. There's a whole lot of mechanical parts to this ship. It's not a good spot to sit by the Kibaru Vlissingen. There's no good spots to stand where you are really like nice and close to the river. You would have to probably, the best bet is to cross the river and stand at Vlissingen on the other side actually. Probably it would be the end, but I don't think that will happen. Sorry, I was looking at a truck that isn't able to leave again. Look how deep she is on the water though. It's silly. So yeah, it does look like she's gonna go downriver to empty, so we won't be able to catch it, unfortunately. It is what it is. Let's look at a proper lowrider come in, shall we? Look at her drift sideways. Look at that drift. Oh, she came all the way from Arnhem. It's pretty deep into the Netherlands. All right. I think after this one I will slowly wrap things up for today, because it's getting warmer and there's not much traffic, so. There's a very colorful inland ship coming right behind her as well. It might just be an optical illusion actually. It looks like it's yellow and blue. Seems like it. Oh yeah, she's gonna go all the way there to dump. That's fine. We'll wrap things up here with these two ships. Yep, I think tomorrow will be an evening stream, actually. As I'm trying to avoid the biggest heat of the day. So a sunset stream probably. I'm not sure if it will be here or somewhere else. We'll have to see. That will be exciting. Well, exciting. It'll be something to figure out. Elixir coming from the left. You mean an inland ship? I don't see any bigger ships anymore. It's really dead right now. I think this might be another cement carrier ship actually that we see coming in here. With the blue and yellow color scheme. This is the Tarsus. Yeah, but like these inland ships are also 137 meters long. Or a lot of them are, not all of them. But it is an inland ship, by the way, I see it. Hey, does this say it's a tanker? Interesting. The Tarsus, I should have called it the TARDIS. It's not been built even. All these inland ships don't have a build date. Ooh, that over there. A little dinghy going out. Camera, please, don't do that. Camera. Where did the little dinghy go? There they are. All right, it's getting warmer, by the way. Whew. Let me press a button. There we go. All right, shorter one today. As I've told you, there's a heat wave here this week, so we'll have to see what we can see in terms of ships. The next stream will be tomorrow. It will be an evening stream, I'm 99% sure. It will be. So we'll be back tomorrow evening, hopefully for a sunset, maybe from this spot, maybe from another spot. We'll have to see that as well. Other than that, thank you all for hanging out with me, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Thank you for the 6 biddies. Bye-bye. Oh yeah, if you're not following yet, and you're new to this, you like it, don't forget to follow or subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Bye.